Starting time. So do you guys just want to start then?
Yeah, I'm ready. Whatever.
Sure.
Alright. Let me get... Okay. Alright, you guys can start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Alright, GL. CL.
GL.
Alright, they're out of here. Wait, do I have the stream playing? Please tell me not. Okay, good. Close that. Yeah, I'm on commentary. What's up, Larry? What's up, Dave? What's up, Stiff Socks? Nice name. Alright, they're off. Let me double check if the timers are in sync. There we go. Perfect! Damn it, nope, Dingoslayer ahead. Okay, it has to be perfect. I'm not way behind. There's just delay. They actually did start when I told them to start. But I'm commentating it as you're seeing it. Alright, they're off. Dingo splicing already disqualified. God damn it, Dingo. Instead of having a clean spiral. Dingo, what the hell, man? Stop splicing. Holy. Oh, he fluttered instead of pecked. Rip bottle skip. Steve got a 54 spiral mountain. Nice. Clean. What is happening? This is not on my end, right? I swear to God, it's not on my end. Wait, their timers are in sync. God damn it. I have to pause Dingo. Oh my god. Alright, they're fine, they're fine. It's not my fault, alright? Blame these guys for splicing. Alright, anyways, we're fine now. Stiv's watching the cutscene, Dingo's putting the piece in. Stiv's finished the cutscene. There's nothing going on, no one cares about Mumbo's Mountain. I serve no purpose. Is the game audio fine? Or is it like too loud or something? I think it's fine. Do you care? Do you really care? Can you look me in the eye and say that you care about Mumbo's Mountain? It's good for you. Dingo! Pecking for the Jinjo. Don't miss that. Need the token. Alright. Dingo's stuttering. That's not me, right? That's on Dingo's end. Well, he got the Jinjo like he would in Trotless, so... Also, no, Trotless does not matter. That is a factually incorrect statement. Alright. I think Stiv got all 5 eggs? I could be wrong, I wasn't looking. I'm a terrible, terrible host. How many eggs is Dingo gonna get? Alright, Dingo's gonna get all 5. Or, yeah. He almost missed one. No, Stiv got 4. Alright. Don't miss. Don't miss! Don't miss! Alright, he got it. Nice. Alright, see you later, Mars. Have a good night. What's up, GDO? Stiv's having a pretty solid Mumbo so far. Dingo's still dropping frames. That actually looks like it's his game. His timer seems to be fine, I think. That's weird. Interesting. Stiv getting hit by this termite and killing it and getting its health. Nice. Getting its health doesn't actually matter in this. Normally in 100%, if you get hit by a termite and kill it right after, you want to get the health, so Bottles doesn't give you an extra text box. But in this category, you don't talk to Bottles, and you're gonna refill on health anyways from the second Bottles. So it doesn't matter. Dingo getting the extra life, being safe, I can respect that. Alright. Dingo's entering tickers now. Still pretty choppy, but I guess it's fine. Better than Thunder, at least. If you guys didn't hear what happened, Thunder, Sunder, and Crosby had their 3-way race earlier today. And, it was close. Thunder was ahead by quite a few minutes. But then his power went out on Ginginator. And then Crosby and Sunder beat him to the finish. So Sunder's out of the tournament. I mean, Funder's out of the tournament. Sorry. It was crazy. Stiv missing the orange pads. It was so tragic. He told us in like Click Clock Wood that it's hailstorming out. So his stream disconnected a few times, but he was still able to keep going. But then right at Ginginator, his stream cut for a final time. Then he told us in Discord that his power went out. At least he told the truth and didn't just say he won. Because I would have believed him. Ooh, Dingo's having trouble with these notes. Come on, alright. Alright. These notes are a bit sloppy, but it's fine. He's fine, he's fine. I asked them all what they think they should do, and Thunder himself said that he says that Crosby should just make it to the brackets anyways. Because, and yeah. So, that's how it's gonna go. It was actually still close after that, because Thunder came back a couple minutes later and was heading to Furnace Fun, while Crosby was still on Dog Skip. But then, like, right around when Thunder got Nimpog Skip, Crosby got Dog Skip. And then he took the lead by a bunch. It was close. Alright. Stiv having a decent Mumbos. Well, decent for me. It's probably bad for him. I don't know how Dingo's is gonna be for him. We'll see. See if he can get this Jiggy Skip. Nice, he gets it. Good. Is it happening on his stream? Like, does anyone know? Or is it happening specifically on this stream? Because I could just, like, close the stream and try it again. Checked? Oh, okay. Dang, that's weird. Yeah, I know, it doesn't... whenever I watch Dingo, it doesn't usually happen. Alright, Stiv's doing TTC early. It shouldn't be a problem. Misses the clip. Never mind, I cursed it. Oh, he clips back in. That's unfortunate. Oh, he clips back in again. He holds right way too early there. But I gotta curse the runners. It makes it entertaining. It would be boring if Stiv didn't fail something here or there. Oh, he beak busts and misses! Stiv, no! Dingo, this is your chance! Oh, shit. And Dingo got an extra life in Mumbos, but he clips back in again! Oh my god. But Stiv didn't get an extra life. So Stiv needs to get a backup life somewhere. Oh my god, Stiv! Please get in the cannon. Not in the cannon. Please get in the water. Please. This looks fine. Go. Come on. Alright. You did it. This is what happens when OOT runners. I was waiting for the first OOT rando runner comment in the stream. GDO beat you to it, Emo, unfortunately. Alright, Dingo. You can gain a lot of time here. Gotta clip in the middle of the cannon. Okay, he gets the clip. He has a swimming. Okay, he gets in the water. Looks good. Oh my god, he beak busted a tiny bit too early. Oh my god, no, Dingo. Oh, now he's pulling a Stiv. Oh no. Come on, get the clip. They've had like, a really clean tree right there. That looked like it was completely unintentional, but worked out. Alright, Dingo, come on. Alright, he's in the water. Alright, turning right. Alright. Looks good. No! I didn't know that he, like, does the tap A strat. Taps A too late. People tap A so they can take their time to aim at the chest before they do their final stroke, which is good, but Dingo was way too close to the the place where the water ends. Cap A. We couldn't get a stroke out. Alright, he's in. Okay, that's fine. Didn't go into the sandcastle. Sandcastle isn't in this route. The sandcastle is only in any percent, no RBA and sandcastle percent. It was taken out a couple of years ago when we found the out of balance clip in Gobies so we can enter Ruby's pyramid. So then we got the 8 Ruby's pyramid notes, and then we took out the sandcastle notes, and we took out the Zubba's hive and fall. Alright, Stiv doing chest beak bomb. Is he gonna get it? He gets it. Nice, nice, nice. Right. It's a bit high here. Flaps again. Gonna nosedive for these notes. Looks good. Nice. Perfectly fine. Bit high for the token, but other than that, perfectly fine final section. Anyone would take that. Right, he almost missed that. That was close. Alright, Dingo. Oh, he misses. Oh my god, that's fall damage. Don't die. No, no. Oh my god. Oh, no, Dingo, stop. Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. It looked like he was trying to do a quick climb on the tree and then he just like fell. Jesus. Blood is rushing. Fine. Gonna get a refill on health from bottles. He's getting this health here. Nice. Oh, G versus... Yep. Weren't the first to make that joke and won't be the last. Alright. I didn't see where Blubber is. I don't think Blubber's in a good spot for Dingo, unfortunately. But it's accurate, Dave. It's accurate. Alright. Steve not doing the lighthouse token. Ooh, but he gets a really good flutter. Obviously, you want to flutter as low as possible on that note, and he almost gets a flutter cancel, which goes even if you get with getting the lighthouse token. Oh, he's doing his fast strat here. Will he fail it? Will he do it? I think that's good. Oh my god, he bear punched. He bear punched when he was supposed to peck, but he saved it. That was scary. Holy. Dingo? Okay, nice. No chest beak bomb, but he makes it in fine. Okay, Stiv gets the jiggy and dies properly, successfully. Dingo taking the flap so he doesn't have to, so he can nosedive. Oh! If he kept holding up there, he would have gotten all 3 notes, unfortunately. Nah! These notes suck. If you miss them one time, it'll take forever to get them again. He's back on track. It's a bit high now, but he can still skip this jiggy jig easily. It's corn posting. As long as it's not excessive. Don't miss! Ah, Dingo. No. This is an interesting. Dingo's doing this nice slope abuse to get back. Struggling a bit. Get up there. Alright, he's fine. Steve gonna enter Clanker's Cavern. He gets this. Yeah, he gets this jiggy. This token. That's in his route. If he got the lighthouse token, then he wouldn't get this token. Ooh, Stiv fails the jump. Okay, but he doesn't take fall damage. It's fine. This is a rough run for Stiv. Rough run for Dingo as well, mainly because of KTC early. Ah, it's these stairs. Dingo going for the fast strats. It's technically a bit faster to not go up the railings for the stairs, and just like actually go up the stairs themselves while you get the notes, but it's really inconsistent, so we don't do it. I wonder what Stiv's gonna do here. I don't know how familiar he is with beginner cycles in any percent. because you're gonna need a bit more health than usual, a bit more air than usual. But he should be fine. If he's just going for this like very like early beginner's cycle, then that's plenty of air. Especially with no Jinjos. Slow stream? Why? What happened? Alright, Dingo doesn't land. Good, good, good. You forgot what you're doing. Don't worry, I've done stuff like that before. One time I've done this thing before where like I'm watching like PG, then I'm just scrolling through my browser, my like following list, seeing who's live, and then I'm like, oh hey, PG's live. I'm gonna click on that. And then I click on it, then I'm like, why is the page not changing? And I'm like, oh, I'm already watching PG. That's why it's not changing. Dingo misses the note. He has to go all the way back. That's unfortunate. I have those moments. Stiv splicing? Alright, he's fine. Listen, everyone has those moments sometimes, alright? Are you making Stiv doing something other than rando? Hey, he signed up for it himself, right? Dingo? Oh, he activated the Nipper text. He can't do Nipper skip now. He has to just do it normally. No! Oh, shoot. He's at 1 health. Is he gonna pull a Crosby? Crosby died to Nipper in his race earlier. See you, Dingo. Don't... Oh, Stiv's at 1 air bubble. He's not gonna drown, is he? Alright, no, he's fine. Alright. Dingo, don't die. Please don't die. Alright, he didn't die. Now just get the Jiggy without dying. Or with dying, I guess. With Stiv getting the token. Interesting. Stiv does a little jump off of that pole. Personally, I just slide. Doesn't make a difference as long as you can make the cycle. Alright, Dingo gets the Jiggy in Talon Trot, but the crabs are annoying and so that sucks. That's a mistake that I would have made too, because it looked like the crabs were in the right spot. They moved after he got the Jiggy. So that's unfortunate. Alright, Dingo's out of TTC. Stiv's approaching Snippets. Yeah, this goes. I think his egg count should be fine. Good first 2. Nice. Get him! Aw, he's not gonna make the cycle now. That's a big rip. That mistake enough is enough to just lose the cycle. It's really unfortunate. Dingo's coming up on Clankers now. Edge of Don Cheadle's face. Yep, that is indeed what that is. You can see his teeth, his pearly whites. It's Stiv waiting here because he missed that cycle. Cycle is super tight if you get the token. Alright, Stiv getting the note before going up the tail. Hey, that's a nice strat. I like that strat. Knee strat. Dingo breaks the honeycomb box. Damn. Stiv got that. Oh, he failed it. Go on the other side. Okay, good. Oh, he misses the cycle. Damn, that's another missed cycle. Dingo, no! Oh, he gets in Talon Trot on the slope, which made his slow timer run out. If he jump fluttered up to the flat ground, then he could have made it. Unfortunate. Stiv missed, I think, 3 cycles overall this Clankers. Ooh, Dingo, you need that token. Dingo's probably missing 2 here for the fin. Probably. Oh, it takes off the wrong direction. Ugh. I hate that mistake. It feels so bad. Alright. As long as Dingo doesn't drown, I'll be satisfied. I hope he will be. Ooh, Stiv getting hit. Okay. We'll see how he recovers from that. He better remember that he got hit there by the end, because he has to do a damage boost later on. I think the best thing to do here would be to actually refill 1 health on the honeycomb box, specifically so you can do the full damage boost before you enter the tooth. But we'll see what he does here. He could also just enter the tooth with 2 health instead, just so he can take the token save. And not die before he gets the token. Dingo turning the key. I wonder how Gloop will be. Give him a bubble, Gloop. Give him a bubble. God damn it, Gloop, you asshole. Wait, Stiv just entered the loading zone. Oh god. That sucks. That's really rough. Alright, he's on the bolt. Alright, Stiv. Whatever you do, don't get hit by the chomper. Just don't, please. Unless you miss this platform. He's not going to. Right, don't get hit by the chomper. Good. He was thinking it, but then he saw he had 2 health. Then he didn't. Alright, nice. Alright. Pretty rough clankers from Stiv, but he's still ahead. Dingo's surfacing. Alright, he just wanted to play it safe. Now he's gonna get the notes now. Good backflip from Stiv. Has an extra health though. Oh, and lands in the water. Landing in the water loses like 0.5 to 0.8 seconds. Based off of my timings. Alright. Dingo coming up on this whole bolt section cycle. Stiv coming up on FP early, but I don't expect Stiv to fail it. I'd really be surprised if Stiv fails it. Actually, he might be rusted, so I don't know. Dingo's not gonna get the token. That's fair, that's fine. Ooh. We almost get hit just by the RAR guy. Ooh, Dingo misses that note. Go back. Very nice. Yo, Robbie Rat Poison, thanks for the host. Nice name. Ooh, Dingo slides a bit too much before he falls off there, so he doesn't get that far down in the path. Fine. Not the worst mistake. But he is coming up on snippets. Snippets can be cruel. I don't know how Dingo's egg count is. I didn't see which eggs he got in Mundos. Okay, just beat plus this, yeah. Chill. Okay. The problem with these crabs is that their claws are so huge that even if you jump, you'll probably still hit their claw. Alright, Stiv's doing FP early now. Come on. Nice. Oh, get the nose hit. Clean. Good FP early. Shocker. I bet now, especially after he's been doing nothing but randos the past few weeks or so, people have been wanting to see him play Banjo. Nice double jump from Stiv onto the trunk. Or into the loading zone. Clean. Right, Dingo. Get this tail jump. Jump! Okay. Oh, and he missed the cycle too. You want to jump when that tail is like... Right when that tail goes off screen. That's when you want to jump. Right down. Alright, let's see if Stiv can get this pipe jiggy here. He should get it. I think he does the 6 feather setup, which I think is a bit slower than the 5 feather setup. I asked him about that and he says that the 5 feather setup might lag more, but I don't think it does. Oh, he misses it and he takes damage. Oh, he almost lands on the side of that pipe. The problem with the 6 feather setup is that since you're using 6 feathers, you're going higher. Okay, he's just gonna beak bust. Since you're using 6 feathers, you're gonna go higher before you beak bust, which means that there's a greater chance that you'll take damage on the pipe, which will cost you a bit of time later. He beak busted because he didn't want to waste the feathers. Although he did have an extra chance. It's totally fine. Alright. Ooh, Dingo getting hit here. I don't think Dingo goes for the Chomper strat. I hope, like in general, maybe he does. But we'll see here. Hopefully he doesn't, just so he doesn't die. Chomper. Okay. Alright, Nate, stop your judging. Ooh, Stiv takes fall damage. He just like stood still there for a second. He was like scratching his head, standing still. Dang, Dingo takes off the run aggression again. Thought he was gonna slide. I don't think those are slopes. Pretty sure the edges of those are not slopes. Well, there are, by definition, they are a slope. They don't have a slope timer. See what Dingo does for his damage boosts here. Div, you need one more health, because he took fall damage and got hit by the pipe. Oh, he misses that. Okay, he could go for the Chomper now. Chompa. But he's not going to. He's going to make the second. No! Shoot! Shoot! Get it! Oh, he misses. God damn it. Alright, Stiv's on the water notes. See how he does here. Oh, this looks good. This looks good. Oh, he makes it! Nice. Nice. That's the 5th time someone's gotten the water notes in this tournament. I still gotta... I'm gonna look at the bracket right now. Someone got it. Might have been Arb. Wait, actually... Yeah, okay. Stiv's doing the Beak Barge. Scheduled matches. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was Sunder, actually, who got the water note strat. I don't know. Anyways, Dingo's out of flankers. I didn't see if he got the token, because I was too busy looking away, but I assume he did. And he's coming up to FP now. He's not too far behind his PB, he's only 18 seconds behind. I assume he has a ton more time save later on. They're doing 450 right now. Your PB did it? No, I don't think so. I just remember there was 4 completed water notes in like the tournament, in tournament races. 2 of them by Oxla and 1 of them by me. Now 1 more by Stiv, but someone else did it, but I can't remember who. Might have been Sunder. I've just been keeping track because Nade was saying that he wants a success rate after the entire tournament's over. Dingo pecks into this loading zone. That's the optimal strat if you don't want to break the web under the timer. It's a smart move by him. If Stiv loses power at Junior, does he still win? Nope. We didn't give Thunder the win. It wouldn't make a difference. Well, if he came back online and then won anyways, then yes. We're strictly going by whoever beats Ginginator first. Based off of last week. Yeah, true, Nade. Although I feel like... I don't mean this to be like offensive in any way, but like it was way more tragic when it happened to Thunder. Dingo, that's really high. Holy shit. No. Go to the side. Under. Okay. Right. No, he flew under. No. Oh my god. That was so important. He has 9 feathers now. That's not a lot. But did Casey ended up finishing that, did he? I think he finished that, but I don't remember what he got. It was mostly tragic because Thunder was ahead for the entire race by minutes. And then at the very end, his power goes out. That was so dumb. Yeah, that's the problem with That's like the hard part about not doing the double beak bomb, that you can't see where the door is. Dang, he gets the clip twice in a row. That's nice. Alright, beak bomb's there. This is a good setup for the double beak bomb. Okay, he's not gonna take it. He's gonna fly in. Wait a bit longer. A bit longer. Okay, you can press A. One more time. Alright, makes it in there. Alright, good. That's fine. He doesn't have many feathers now. Actually, this is... Ooh, he should... Okay, Dingo really should get feathers here or inside the tree. He needs a bunch more to get to the top hat. Dingo really should get some in the tree right here. He needs a lot more to get to the top hat. Ooh, he gets the double jump. Nice. That was clean. Even if Dingo gets all 10 feathers on the ramp, that might not be enough. He might just have to land on purpose and then fly, and then use the float pad. We'll see what he does here. Hopefully he thought it through a bit. Alright. It's just cruising through it, man. Dingo get all of them. Okay, he has to land. Yeah, he has to land. Gonna have to land in the pipe and then take off from the flight pad. Isn't the biggest deal, but... No, it's whatever. Alright, he goes beside the pipe. Just land in it! No! No! Alright, that's fine. Don't hit the sled. Wait, Dingo, you need to get stuck. You need stuff. So if that 3 health is gonna do 1 health well, so I guess he did do the chunk jump. Dingo's pace? Still don't beat the pace. But, okay, he almost fell. He can still get a 125 according to his splits. And his PB is a 128. I say it, Dingo just... Alright. Perfect. And now the rest, Dingo will get a ton of feathers from the scalp, so he'll be fine for the rest of the game on feathers. I like this safe strat that Dingo does, where he flutters onto the broom so he just doesn't have to worry about accidentally falling. Are those all the notes? I guess they are. Nice. These scarf notes suck. Div getting Napper Skip. Will we get it? Nice, he gets it, and he teleports the door. The way Stiv does Napper Skip makes it so that it's impossible to break the door, which makes 0 difference. Just the swag thing. 0 difference speed-wise. Well, kind of. Stiv's setup is kind of slow compared to most setups, as he purposely goes behind the jump. He still gets it, which is good. This hive jump should be clean. Never mind, I cursed it again. Alright. He's on track. Don't yell at me. Dingo's coming up on water notes. See if Stiv does the rolling here. I assume he is. Does Dingo... Did he lose health? He didn't. Alright, this looks like it's set up to roll. Nice. Clean roof movement from Stiv. Ooh, ding. Oh, he gets sniped! That's so bullshit, dude. Wow. Poor Dingo, man. That sucks. He has to hit 2 snowballs now. Damn, dude. That's snowball RNG. That's really... Yeah. Lysing, am I dropping frames? Oh shit, I did drop frames. Holy shit. Dingo successfully got the sickness. That was a rough freeze easy peak for Dingo. I think this mansion has been okay for Stiv. It wasn't the best, but I think it's fine. Okay, we stopped dropping frames. Alright, Stiv's at 1 health now. If he dies in the well, it could make a big change. But he would have to die pretty early. Because losing 1 note is like nothing. Well, it is something, but it's not too much. Ooh, nice jump to the notes. Alright, Dingo. 450. Okay, he gets the clip. Nice. Everyone's setup is like different, so I can't tell. Okay, don't pull an Aaron. Make it into the loading zone. Nice. Good job. Alright, Stiv not dying in the wall. Good job. 12 tokens. Okay, so he is gonna have to get the Brambles token. Is he another token behind as well? I don't think so. Most people have had 13, but I think most people either got the Lighthouse token. Huh. I don't know. 12 doesn't feel right, but it could be right. I don't know. Anyways, Dingo's on his way to MMM. To open MMM at least. It was leaving MMM. He lost about 6 seconds to lose. So whatever. Didn't you want to be a little more to the right? He's just gonna not jump. Nice. The Teehee didn't bother Stiv there. The Teehee can be quite the bully sometimes. Nice roll. Rolling on that coffin is hard. I usually peck sometimes, but I get the roll every time. Just gotta roll earlier than you think. Dingo's got tons of tokens. Alright, I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. Wait, what are you talking about? Hey. This is the first time out of all the races I posted where I left. I'll have you know that Stiv left during many of his races that he hosted. I just went to get water. Alright. They're both on like the resident sleeper part of the run anyway. Stiv's at the right note count. Dingo's about to enter MMM. I don't know his egg count. I think he beak busted the snippet, so I think he should have a ton of eggs. We shall see. It's coming up on 640 skip. Not the hardest skip in the game. Yeah, he has a lot of eggs. That's perfectly fine. Will he get this quick dive? No, he doesn't. Alright. He gets the half quick dive. He was really far away from the edge of that wall, edge of the platform. But it's fine. This quick dive only loses like half a second. You're getting the full quick dive. That's no big deal. Peace, suspicion. Alright. See the 640 skip. Beak busted as early as possible. Nice. Alright. First try. Nice, nice. Is that a gold? No, it's not a gold. Almost a gold. I bet that half second came from, not getting it. Dingo should have full health now, I think. What's up, Sunder? How does it feel to place first in your bracket? Or in your group? Undefeated reigning world champions. That limbo is in Dingo's way. Feels unearned. Undefeated? Okay, true. Thunder did beat. Thunder lost to Crosby twice. Both by, like, really, really unfortunate circumstance. Make Stiv suffer a power outage to make it fair for the other groups. You should suffer a power outage to make it fair for Dingo. Dingo got the worst, like, hand in this entire tournament. He was in, like, the worst group possible. Because, like, he's the newest to just BK speedruns in general. Before this, he's only done 2 stuff. But he wasn't the last seed because Aaron and Prof didn't have runs on the leaderboards. He was the 3rd last seed. And that put him in a group against Stiv, Hag, whose PB didn't reflect his skill at all when we were going through seedings, and 7 Hornet. That's like the roughest group for Dingo ever. But he's trucking through it like a champ. Okay, Dingo gets the extra life minutes. He like pooped an egg then waited for a second. He got the extra life though. He has 6 extra lives. He doesn't need that many, but it's good to have. So now Dingo can just 100% beak bust out of fall clip to have perfect health for spring 2 no matter what. I just did it just to like encourage more people to finish more runs, kind of. Because with double elimination, chances are most people are just gonna do 2 races minimum, then they'll be out, or a handful of people. With this way, people are gonna do 3 races minimum. And then single elimination bracket. Someone had the idea after the tournament started to have the bottom 2 in every group go to a loser's bracket, which actually might have been a cool idea, but I feel like they're too late for that. Dingo gets his hive jump, nice. It's cruising through spring. Get on the gravestone. Get on the gravestone. Very nice. Oh, Stiv gets hit by the Grublin. Get the hell. Good. Nice. Shouldn't really see any falls from Stiv, I feel like. Summer's pretty easy. Maybe in fall we might see some mistakes on the leaves, perhaps. But hopefully some of run times and wins. Maybe. I don't know. I did not take into account what would happen in like for a tie at all until like a tie happened. And then just people like the idea of a 3-way race, so they're like, why not? Ah, Stiv goes for the jumping Talentron. He doesn't get it. Ooh, Dingo almost falls off there. Ooh, okay. Ooh, Stiv. Get up there. That's what happens when you don't- He does it again! Then now he backflips. Stiv, come on. Right. That's what happens when you don't do the Brad strat. More views of the 3-way race, yeah. Dingo's going hard in his streaming career, man. Giving us all the views. The Brad strat is to hold Z when you're on the ground for the shock pad. so that when you flutter and get in Talon Shot afterwards, there's a 0% chance that you accidentally beat Bust. It's a really smart strat from Hyper Resident. Alright. How many health does Dingo? Oh! He gets hit by the... Okay, he's fine. Dang, he had full health anyways. So he's still gonna be able to do 2 health well. Nice. Okay, so they're both gonna have the same amount of tokens leaving Mansion. The 12 was a good count. Steve walks down the rock a bit before he gold feathers. That Grublin was in the way. I hate when that Grublin just destroys your perfect line. Dingo doing the well. I assume he's not gonna die with 2 health, but we'll see. Please don't die. It would make me really sad. Yeah, Group B having a race, can you believe it? Div and Hag are in the same house and they haven't raced yet. The schedules, man, so off. It's just so hard to coordinate a match. Stivs and fall. Dingo splicing. Alright, leaf time. See how this goes. Stiv does leaves at the same speed that I do, but different strats, which is interesting. Like right here. Okay, not right here. Usually he skips this leaf. And then does this strat. Whereas I skipped that leaf right after the burn. But that's fine, he makes it up. Lands on the... Oh, he lands on the bridge. Oh my god. Wow. He lands on the buzz bomb, then lands on the bridge. That's so lucky. A 10 skip setup? Ah, shit, dude. Well, considering he has more than 260 nuts, I don't know if that's gonna happen. Damn, Stiv going around. Wow, what a coincidence. I was literally just practicing this, like, for half an hour yesterday. And I told no one. I was like, I'm gonna implement this into my runs now. I didn't know he was gonna implement it. Good though. Looks like a not bad quick clock from Stiv. Couple of small mistakes. Getting hit by the Grublin, getting hit by the Buzz Bomb. Not doing the slope abuse properly, and making a small mistake. He gets hit. Is he just gonna beak bust out of fall clip? He could, but it would make him have to get an extra life. Okay, he does beak bust, so he's gonna refill on his health. He has 1 health now, 1 life now. Wait, did he get all the notes? Oh yeah, he did get all the notes. I'm dumb. Yeah. So he has 1 life, so he's gonna have to get an extra life after Click Clock. Either in Engine Room, on top of Click Clock, or in the final room before you void out an RBB. Dingo's still splicing. He's on his way to 640. Oh, he's gonna... Oh, wait. Why'd he go full? Oh, he took damage by the first one. Okay. He took damage by the first one when he meant to try and get the token without having to take damage. The best move there would have been to just flutter out of that strat. Because that strat that he would have done there would have taken a snare bearer damage and a fall damage, so it would have taken 3 damage. But you can avoid taking the fall damage if you flutter out. So it would have put him at 1 health. Then he could have gotten extra health from the honeycomb box. Alright. No washi for Stu. Nice. Dingo coming up on 640. Not that bad click clock, I guess. Saves 4 seconds over his PB. Alright, Dingo's doing 640. Civ better not void out here. Oh, he didn't. Good. Nice 640. Chill with the camera. Bramble damage there instead of 2 flame damage. No, not really, actually. Flame damage is faster. Flame damage only takes, like, 0.3 seconds. Because you take the flame damage... that beak bust, yeah. That beak bust as well. The thing about the flame damage is you go in front of Mumbo, then you take damage while he's waking up. Because you can't transform into the bee right away when you go into Mumbo's hut. You have to wait for him to fully wake up. So that's like the perfect opportunity to take damage by the flame. And that only cost 0.3 seconds last time I timed it. Brambles probably cost like a second or 2. Or a second and a half. But it's not a huge difference, it like barely matters. Nice setup. Doesn't land. Good, good, good. Nice B. Be yourself. Ooh, he misses that first note. That sucks. I think if you have to go across like Stiv is here, it might be better to fly. I can't remember. I think that was in a different route before. Doing a diagonal. That's just B stuff. That one mistake costed him like quite a bit of time. Probably like 2 to 3 seconds. I like my favorite one. I don't know if... Oh wait, never mind. This channel doesn't have any of the pride emotes. Never mind. I can't shit post in chat. God damn it. Banjoist doesn't watch enough streams to get these emotes. My favorite one is that penguin one with the flower hat. Okay, Stiv getting the engine room extra life. That's good. There it is. That's the best one. Penguin's so cool. Alright, Dingo's entering Click Clock. Yeah, the Pog one is also pretty good. the horse one is really funny. I like the horse one as well. Or the unicorn one, I guess. Stiv tries to take flight, but he jumps on the box. Misses the note. Okay, he gets it back. Kind of a sloppy of a third grade, but it's fine. Dingo's entering spring. See how he does. Ooh, Stiv misses the first note. That's really rough. I think if you stay in flight, it's probably just like easier to just get that note after these barrel notes. Like just come back for it before you go to the kitchen. Stiv was about to go for the fast strat here, but he stopped it because he realized the setup was rough. Nice note there. Stiv does that note really fast. That's my least favorite note in the game. That stupid corner note. Thank you for the penguins, Brandino. Oh, Dingo falls! No! Oh, that's a rip. Oh my god, he almost gets hit by that bird. I wonder where most of Dingo's time saving. He's like 2 minutes behind, but his best possible still says he's on PvP phase. I think. Interesting. I'd assume B stuff plus dog. Who knows? Dang, that was a rough rusty bucket from Stiv. I guess his rusty bucket was really, really rusty. Alright. Entering Gobi's Valley. It's an interesting setup for leaving that door frame. I just double tap A right away. Ooh, get in there! Get in there! Alright, nice. Nice. Alright. See the beginning of this? Can he get the sand notes? That is the question. Alright, looks good. That's the first note, the rest should be fine. That's a lot of wobbling. Holy. He might be a bit low. Yeah, he's low. He's gonna land, yeah. That was so wobbly. But I bet he hasn't done that since his last race, probably. So that was really good considering he probably hasn't done it in a while. Oh, he fails the clip. I think he didn't turn fast enough. There we go. The whole way we do that clip is that we just gradually hold right. Not because like turning makes you clip, but because eventually you'll reach the angle where you can clip. And that angle is at a pretty steep angle. So if you take too long to turn to that angle, then you won't have enough speed by the time you find that specific angle. You won't be able to clip. Alright. Ooh, he misses the first note. That's rough. I hate missing the first note there. You always feel so confident getting a couple notes in flight, then you miss the first one and lose 5 seconds. That's rough. Right. This is the hardest section, probably, I would say. See how he does this. Misses the first note. Oh god, that sucks. Get it! Alright. Landing on that first part makes the rest easy, though. Because you can carefully aim. Morning, I'm like... Okay, he lands for that, that's no problem at all. Lands like nothing. Oh, he lands there too. That one, landing there kind of sucks. Probably better to get that corner note if you land, now that I think about it. I'm not saying like you should have, because obviously that's like something you'd have to think of as a backup. Probably as a backup. Stiv's Gobies can barely hear me. Alright, that's probably Windows. Hold on a second. Alright, is that better? Morning, Unlink. Turn your volume up, yeah. I don't know why Windows turns my mic volume down to 65 when I have it at 100. Ooh, that was a nice section from Stiv. Flying from one note to the other before you land is really, really satisfying. Ooh, Stiv accidentally takes flight, trying to jump. Yeah. Alright. They've had kind of a rough Gobies. He didn't make any colossal mistakes. It just, his Gobies involved a lot of walking for notes, which isn't a huge deal. It's basically the what like beginners should do. Oh, he misses. Now he has to land on the lower part. Alright, Dingo's doing the leaves. See how this goes. I assume he's just gonna kill the bird. I like Dingo's setup to do that jump to the third leaf. He pecks in the air, but like he does a full peck in the air on purpose to like land properly. Nice carpet notes from Stiv. That was really clean. Carpet notes are the hardest part. Alright, it's out of Gobies. Still on 108.26 pace. Most of that's from TTC early. Sup, Kevy? Thanks for the host. Dingo, get up there. Nice. Alright. Nice slope abuses from Dingo. Oh god, that was sketchy. He saved it though. Dingo has his face cam on, and like, he's so focused. He didn't give a single reaction when he almost fell there. Ooh, Stiv lands there. Ooh, Dingo misses the trunk. It's no big deal. Stiv's making quite a few mistakes, but as you can tell, I feel like you can tell it's just all rust, pretty much. What do you do here? The strat he does here is faster than what I do, but I can't get this consistent. Yeah, because that happens. It's a really hard strat. I think Stiv has pretty decent consistency at it. Oh, Dingo fell? Wait, what happened? Did he just fall? Oh, he got hit by a bird, I think. I didn't see. Yeah, go Dingo. Alright, kill this big clucker. Stiv can't decide if he wants that note or not. Should I get it? No, I shouldn't get it. But should I get it? Should get it. Alright, Dingo's coming up with fall clip. Dingo should just beak bust out a fall clip right here because he has the extra lives that allows him to do it. Beak busting out a fall clip or a spring clip loses 0.4 seconds last time I timed it. But it would be worth it because I don't know how much health he has. He wants 5 health. Come on, Dingo. You're a bit too far to the right. Start. Okay. Want to start a bit more to the left. Ooh, Stiv holding B. Oh, no! Oh, God. He was about to fall off, and I was like, oh, no, he fell off. But then I forgot that he can fly. Come on, Dingo. A bit too far to the right. Want to be a bit more to the left if you're starting like that. Alright, right there. No. Okay. This is rough. Come on. Ah. This trick is so finicky. Fall clip is technically easier on... or this clip is technically easier on fall, like, compared to spring, because it's more laggy, but the lag makes it more sensitive. So it's harder to get a good control. Alright, he's out. Stiv is finished with BGS. Nice. They're both Banjo now. Or they will be. $23. Oh, he has 1 health. That's scary. He's gonna have to kill a few birds. Because he needs both snare bearer notes and the brambles notes. Or tokens, sorry. Oh yeah, kill that clucker. He needs to kill 1 more clucker. Kill this one. Or he might just gold feather the clucker. The snare bearer. Wait, get the notes first. Get the notes first. Ah, shit, please don't forget the notes. Oh no, don't forget the notes, Dingo, no. Dingo, no. Dingo, don't forget the notes. Please go back for the notes. Dingo, no. No, Dingo! Don't forget the notes! Is he gonna go back now? Right before the snare bear. Right there, yeah, that way. There you go, there you go. You remembered. Good job. You remembered. Stiv's in front is fun. See if he can have a huge choke Dog skip to let Dingo catch up. We'll see. This game gave you nightmares as a kid? Why? Because of Clanker? Nice quick dive to the token by Dingo. Na 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 na. Okay, Dingo's becoming the bee now. So what do you like to see? Alright, Dingo's exiting Click Clock. That was a pretty rough Click Clock for Dingo. Ooh, picture question from Stiv. Ooh, is this it? Is this the start of it? The unlimited picture questions? Okay, Dingo. Oh, he voids out. That's a rip. Come on, Dingo. Nice clip. That was a really fast clip that time. That was really good. Steve's doing this ever so carefully. This is the right way you should be doing it. If you attempt Nimpok skip on the second death square, you should be holding right instead of up. If you hold up, you'll almost never get it. Unless you're like very lucky. Wait, did he get another picture question? Oh my god. Wait, no, don't die! There's another death square straight up. Oh my god. I guess Steve's just used to resetting. The grunty question, so what? There's health on the board. I guess he just isn't used to backup since at this point it would just be a reset. Dingo's hopping. What's hopping? Oh, he gets hit by the Champa. Ooh. That can be fatal, depending on how the rest goes. Alright, Stiv, what's gonna happen? Okay. Cross the— oh, grunty question. Okay, alright. Okay, he gets it wrong. Alright. It's fine. What are the odds, dude? I like how— actually, never mind. Alright, Stiv should probably just get this extra life here. I assume he is gonna get it. Ooh. Alright. There you go. Dingo's cruising through RBB. Stiv's coming up on dog skip. Ooh. That sounded like a good setup to me. But he pressed A too late, fortunately. Or too early. Dingo, you gotta get this clip. Come on. Hold up, let go of up, A 3 times. Nice. Oh, Stiv gets the clip. Is that second try? Nice. That's like exactly what happened to me in my race against Oxalent. Void out once, then get it right after. Good clip. Good dog skip. Wait, oh, okay. Definitely saved time over his PB there. But the combined Furnace Fun and dog skip split lost time because picture questions. Alright, Stiv's on Grunty. Stiv shouldn't fail Grunty. Really shouldn't. By no means. Fail as in just die. We'll see. Dingo landing for these notes, that's fine. That's exactly how I expect beginners to just do these stuff, just landing first most of these notes. As I say, like every time. Na 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 na. Hopefully no soft lock, true. True. What is he waiting for? Hello? Dave, are you okay? What are you doing? Is this BM from Stiv? Wow. What is he doing? Did he say something in the Discord? Let me see. Doesn't look like it. Okay, I don't know why he stayed still there. Oh, he misses! Stiff throwing? Gave Hag the controller? What? Did he really? Is that a disqualification? Is it time to disqualify Stiv? Yeah, I know you're kidding me. There's no way for us to tell. This is how Stiv sets up. I mean, I can tell because there's some certain stuff that I know only Stiv does and that Hag doesn't even know about. Like specific small strats. Too fast to be Hag? Technically, yeah. Like, Hag sets up that Ginginator soft lock differently than Stiv does. That's one way of telling, right there. Nice job. Alright. Ooh, Dingo taking flight. Going for this other whistle note. Stiv looks like really not into this grunty fight. I don't know how, but he's managed to convey the, like, emptiness through his gameplay. Alright. Coming up on Ginginator. Power outage. Could happen. DG. Wow, he gets hit. 111.31. Where's... Alright. Let's drag him into the call. Hello.
Hi.
DG. Why did you stand still there in Grunty?
Because I just had to stand there in amazement over how much bullshit I was enduring.
Okay, fair enough.
The past 20 minutes, like, I can't even fathom it.
That was one picture question into two grunty questions. That was rough.
No, it was two picture questions into
two picture questions? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then, I don't know.
And the void out in grunty, although you got it right after, right?
Yeah. Second try.
Oh my god, dude.
But I don't know. Like, I honestly didn't feel that rusty for the most part. Like, I think the B stuff was a little more rustier, obviously.
Just like missing the first note in like some sections.
Yes, that's what was the most triggering thing. Like, it kept happening. I kept missing the first note of a string, and it was just like, stop!
Yeah, that's when we were like, yeah, that's just probably straight rust. I'd assume.
Well, yeah, I guess. Like, I'm just misjudging the timing. I don't know.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Have you played since your last tourney race at all?
I don't know. I don't know how long it's been since I've played. I think it's been a week or something.
Yeah, maybe something like that.
Yeah.
You almost got the Gobi strat though, but you landed right at the end.
Oh yeah, it was like, close enough, honestly.
Good.
Where's Dingo at?
He's in Gobi's.
Okay.
He had quite a rough run.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That makes two of us.
Yeah. Mainly CCW. You both had really rough TTC earlies. I think they're like about the same, honestly.
I don't know what happened there, honestly. Like, I'm really not bad at that trick. I'm not really rusty with it, but that was just a fluke. I don't know.
Yeah. clicked back in multiple times. Both of you did that, surprisingly.
Yeah, I don't know, that was just stupid. And then Clankers was fucking dumb.
Yeah, that was like 3 cycles, I think, overall. Something like that.
Yeah, I played pretty consistently from FP on until Rusty Bucket Bay.
You got the water notes. That was nice. Yeah.
The water notes?
In
Oh,
FP.
yeah. That was like the highlight of the run right there.
Yeah. 5th time someone's done it. We've been keeping track.
Oh. That's cool.
That pipe jiggy was rough, though. Then you just beak busted into that pipe.
Yeah, that's like the one thing in that level that can really mess it up, honestly. I just beak bombed a little too high.
Dingo also missed it, but like Dingo only had 11 feathers going into that flight section, so he had to land anyways.
Oh yeah.
You
need 13, I think.
Yeah, or 12 if you do. The way Dingo does it, you need 12 because he does the 5 feather setup.
Oh, okay, yeah. True.
Well, what happened was he got FP early first try, but then he beak bombed a bit too high, so then he couldn't set himself up for the second beak bomb. Then he ended up flapping too early and then just clipping back in bounds.
Ah, shit. That's rough. Well, yeah. All I'll say is, like, I really have to.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I have to play more.
Yeah. You also got 100% too now.
Yeah, I'm racing Duck on Sunday.
On Sunday? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright,
probably gotta focus on that more.
Yeah. I think this win guarantees brackets for you. I think so.
Okay. Yeah, so because 2 out of 3 wins, right?
Yeah. So you just still have to face Hag left, but even if you lose that, then it's whatever.
Well, like, Hag has 2 wins too, right?
Does he? He hasn't.
I don't
No,
know.
he hasn't faced Dingo yet. Seven Hornets done all his
okay.
races. 7 Hornets done all his races, and then there's this race. And then that's all the matches in your group so far.
Oh, okay.
So there's just this race, Dingo versus Hag, then you versus Hag.
Gotcha. Chug. Yeah, so.
Did you see what happened in the 3-way race?
No, I didn't see what happened.
So Thunder was like minutes ahead of Crosby and Sunder, just like going into Grunty, and there was a hailstorm, but then his power went out right at Ginginator. Then he lost. So Thunder's out.
So, really? I guess that counts as a lot.
Yeah, he said it too. He was like, because after his power came back on, he turned on his N64 and continued on. And then Crosby got dog skip when Thunder like got Nimpok skip. So they were still like technically racing. But then Crosby just finished before Thunder. But I did ask Thunder what he thought, and Thunder just said that to give Crosby the win.
Okay.
What's happening?
He rigged it. He doesn't want to be in the tournament.
Yeah.
It's for the GLs.
That's why he purposely choked his 100% tournament and his 90% tournaments.
Oh my god.
He's had rough grunties like for the past 3 90% races. First one he died in grunty, then soft lock right after, and he lost to Crosby. The second race he died in grunty, but he won that anyways. Then this one his power went out at Ginginator. Holy shit.
Oh man, what the fuck? That's crazy.
He
Game's telling him to stay away.
Yeah. He did say it in Click Lock. He like joined the call in Click Lock and was like,
Let's go.
we need help. There's a hailstorm over here.
Oh,
His stream was like disconnecting every now and then throughout the entire race. But his power was still on the entire time. Then it disconnected one more time at Ginginator, and we assumed that it just kept going. But then in Discord he said that his power actually went out that time. So, yeah.
So Crosby's in the bracket.
Yep, Crosby.
Dude, nice. What'd you get?
Oh, so the top 2 in that race went
on? Yeah, because in that group, there was a 3-way tie between Thunder, Sunder, and Crosby. Each of them had 2 wins and 1 loss.
Fuck off.
Okay.
There's a 3-way to break the tie.
And who is the other person?
Prof was in that group. Then he lost to all 3 of them.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Crosby got an upset twice this tournament. In his match against Thunder and in the 3-way race.
Damn. Crosby the underdog, the low percent god.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, that's
test strats, I guess. Yeah. Oh my god, dude.
So
stop.
How many matches left until bracket?
Let's see. We have a couple scheduled. There's 1 more in my group, 2 more in your group after this. Group C is done. And then then 3 more in Group D. So 6 more matches overall until brackets.
Okay.
And I think at least half of them are scheduled already within the next week. I have a match tomorrow, then there's a match on Thursday, then 8-Bit racing on the weekend. Oh,
yeah. 8-Bit Beast?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even realize he was in.
Yeah, he did 1 race so far against Trinan. Yeah, against
Almost
Trinan.
a good run.
He got like a 112.
It died.
Which is like second run back, I think.
Oh, okay.
Bouncing a toy basketball on a Banjo-Kazooie cart. Listen, Ring Rush. I'll break that record soon.
Minus 145 lead BJs, then it fell apart in Gobies too. That sucks, but sounds about right. It's Gobies.
Dingo's cleaning up BGS.
Well, at least you know, like, for sure, like, what kind of potential you have
mic on
like
stream,
that.
so we can hear him.
Oh, he does?
Tournament. Ringrush, you should host that.
Yeah, Gobies is rough. I mean, I haven't done the 100% route, so...
So what's this? I hear about Crosby running another
can't really speak for that, but I've seen the damage it does.
I think he was starting to organize just like a mini week-long tournament for like 8 people max, for people with time slower than 8:45, just like for fun or whatever. But I don't think he got enough people, so I don't know if he ever went through with it.
Oh, okay. Scoffed. Let's keep it that way. Leave Trial dead.
That's what I'm saying. Did Dingo miss that note? Dingo missed 1 note. He's going back for it now. Or, he should have seen it. Oh yeah, he saw it. Is that Dingo? That is Dingo, yeah. He has mic not muted, so you can hear him. You can hear his button mashing.
Dingoslayer.
Ooh, got those last 2 notes.
Thanks, Larry. I'm
nice.
actually not too upset about this. The beginning was really rough, but this actually isn't that bad.
So he just left.
This is decent. I'll take it. Super exciting. Lots of golds. You know, better times on the line. Yeah, for sure. Like, it's always nice to see. Like, even if the run dies, like you have.
I don't need to commentate.
No, not just like because some of the best is like sometimes like a really far off like unrealistic goal for the time being, but like when you see like, you know, minus 145 or whatever in a run, that's really promising.
All Xbox text boxes.
Kind of like how
Gage, what?
With like BT 80% for me, like I kept having runs that were like minus 20 and 30 halfway through, which, you know, for that run,
100.
it's
what do you mean 100? There's
quite a lot.
Me and Dingo
could not finish a run, but when I finally got it all together, for the most part, got a fat PB. So
Xbox rhymes with text box. That is true. Maybe that's the reason why
Flipping
they've never mapped the L button in the
first try every time, and that's good. Yeah, dude, thanks. Yeah, it's the problem. I was still just like, I was just like nervous, which whatever, but.
Do you care if I go offline?
I haven't played this really. I did a little bit of practice a couple nights ago, and besides that, haven't played this. So I practiced that. The worst part was missing the FP early part. Clipping back in.
I'm gonna turn his volume a bit more down. He's in furnace fun. Let's see how the rest goes.
I was a little squirrely on the landings, but
alright. Nimpox skip. Let's see this. Oh, he doesn't know the answer. That's fine.
fuck, I don't know the answer.
Alright. Come on. Okay. Oh, he
Fuck
gets a
off.
picture question. Oh my god.
I'd rather just die.
Damn, dude.
I'll just die. I'll take it,
God.
and because I don't have the Joker,
Your questions
So,
are rampant.
I pretty much need to just die anyway.
And he does the smart thing of just dying there since he got the Joker wrong.
I would have just went for the backup if we got the Joker, but
He has tons of lives. So like, that sucks.
I honestly didn't really know that question.
8-bit to do MMM early. He said he wouldn't do it in a tournament race. He said he would be fair about it if he actually did find it. However, he did say if he did find it, he would do a run to get like a 102 for record before he tells everyone else how to do it. Alright. Round 2. Impulse skip. Wrong grunty question on the Joker. This is another picture question. That'll be so brutal. Come on. Gotta go a bit slower.
Come on, dude.
Okay, there he goes. Oh, another
Fuck
picture
off.
question! Oh my
What the
god. And he has to die again because he got the Joker wrong again.
I'm gonna
Oh
freaking
my
game over in
God.
Furnace Fun.
This race is cursed.
This is actually cursed. Oh my god.
So stupid. Wait, what was it? What was the question?
So that's 4 picture questions this this match. Steve got a 111 something. I didn't see. I don't remember.
Don't worry about
I've
it.
gotten like
Don't
5
worry
picture
about it.
questions in the tournament already.
Damn, 5. Alright, tournament. Wow. Alright. Round 3. Please get the Joker right this time. Alright, empty honeycomb piece. Please. Please. Alright, good. He got the Joker right. Now he's safe if he does get a picture question, kind of. Alright. Okay, no picture question. Good. Don't get this right. Okay. No! No!
I'm stupid.
What?
Oh my
You got it
God.
wrong?
He got
Or
the-
you got it right?
Right, yes.
Oh my god.
Why did I do that?
What the fuck?
Oh my god, no. That's 3.
Dingo, why?
I guess. Wow, he had worse RNG than you did. Well, I guess
Yeah.
one of them was just because
I'm
he
so
didn't know
stupid.
the answer, but Alright, round 4. Come on. Come on, you got this. Got this, you got this.
Swear to God, this is a picture question.
Alright. Okay. Audio question. Do not get this wrong. Inside the haunted church. Pick that. Nice. Okay, good. He must have forgotten he was trying to get it wrong. I don't know, maybe. Probably, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, he's done. Done for his fun. Didn't split. Splitting now. Alright. Does he need this extra life? He might. I don't know. I know he didn't need it. Whatever. Better safe, I guess. Alright, dog skip.
What's up, Feeble Knievel? Yeah, let me tell you.
Alright, there he goes. That looked like a good setup. Oh, I hate when that happens. I hate when you just walk over the edge. Like, walk over the side of the staircase. I have no clue why that happens. Ooh, he gets it really fast.
That's pretty hot, though.
That was like 4th try, I think. Damn.
Nice.
Both had pretty solid dog skips. Why'd he pause?
Yeah.
I think to check his feathers, maybe. That was really quick. Nice. He golded most of his B stuffs, I think. Yeah. At least B stuff didn't go the worst for him.
Oh, he golded it all?
Golded, Rusty Bucket, and Gobies.
Ah. Grunty fight looking better than mine.
Yeah, didn't stand still.
Oh, he got what happened to me. There we go.
Oh, he gets hit by the beam. It's rough. That messes up the setup. Okay, but he gets the first hit anyways. Nice. Oh, he misses it.
So we do this now.
Alright, good. 2 more. Come on. Alright, 1 more. Good. Alright. Flying section is done. That's good. Getting all the health. Good. It's safe. Oh, he gets hit by the fireball, so he can't attempt the...
Yeah, hit by the fucking fireball.
Ugh. A good attempt.
Yeah, valiant effort. Let me, let's, there you go. Now you guys can all see Don Cheadle. Alright, he's on Ginginator now. Oh boy. That's 4 health. It's Don Cheadle, the Falcon from Avengers.
Falcon's great-grandfather?
I didn't know Falcon was of African American heritage. Looks like he's gonna end up with a 133 here. He has 2 health. 1 health. Don't die. Please don't die.
No, Dingo.
Please don't. Right, he's running in circles. Right, he's waiting for the green beam. Oh my god, that looks so close. Please, please,
Fucking
please.
X fucking.
Okay, he's running in circles.
Oh god.
Alright, he's waiting. Just careful. Okay, good. GG. Holy shit. That was scary. Right. Let's drag him into the call. Hello. GG. That was a scary Ginginator. Holy shit.
Yeah, tell me about it. I freaking grind Grunty all the time, and that was the worst one I've had in forever.
Yeah. Flying wasn't too bad, although you missed one.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a clean dog skip.
Yeah, that was pretty solid, actually. I was satisfied with that. And I forgot to split it for a spun, so I don't have an accurate split, but it's whatever.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Steve got second try dog skip, but he voided out for the first. Like, I think he went like about equal, maybe. Maybe it was a bit faster than his dog skip. But both good dog skips.
Nice.
Yeah. They've ended up with a 111 something.
Decent.
111.31.
31, yeah. It was
hot.
Kind of rough. Both had a lot of trouble with TTC early. Both like kept clipping back in. And then
yeah, that was rough. My early game was like really rough. Was my problem.
That Clankers was pretty rough as well.
Same. My early game was trash.
Yeah, Clankers was bad.
I noticed we both were 5 minutes off our PBs.
Really? Nice.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, for me, not really... I've only played this game once in the past, like, 2 weeks, and it was a few nights ago, so I'm honestly not upset about it.
Yeah, I've been on that grind. Yep.
Yeah, true.
That FP early you had was really tragic.
I was so sad. I was so sad.
It's like,
well, in the second one, I almost ran out of feathers. I had to play it super safe.
Yeah, you had like 1 or 2 feathers entering FP, so we were like, you either needed to get feathers in the tree, or you had to just land in the pipe. Then you land in the pipe, because you need a minimum of 12 feathers if you get the pipe jiggy, and if you do the 5 feather setup, or 13 feathers if you do the 6 feather setup. But,
yeah, and I just completely like missed it all. Like I landed on the scarf, and then had to collect feathers. I cut off like half the top of the snowman scarf just from getting feathers and notes at that point.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I mean, I got some golds though, so it's kind of cool. All B stuff, but
all the B golds. At least you got the clip every time. Even though you failed FP early ones, your clips were 3 out of 3, which is good to see.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. Like, that was like honestly, that's like the biggest part is like getting that, because at least like when I failed or like came back in mountains the first time, all I did was just land and then go back up. But I was about to fly up, and I'm like, oh no, I don't have enough feathers to even do that. Like,
that was a good call. Yeah, because you need a minimum of 7 feathers, and you had like 8 or 9.
Yeah,
you failed it, so that was really scary.
Yeah, I think I had 9, but I don't know. Yeah, I was like,
yeah, that the water notes, that was so bullshit. That snowman hit you while you were in the water, right before you were about to take damage.
I know. I was about to get 1 extra flapping, and then he knocked me out. I'm like, oh my god, dude! And then I had to get 2 honeycomb.
2 bear
and that first one I almost missed.
Yeah, that's. Like,
it was almost too late.
That was so bullshit. I don't think I've seen that before. Click clock was kind of rough. The fall clip was the biggest issue.
Dude, I forgot about that until right now. I was so sad about that.
Yeah, that was.
I don't even know what the problem was. I literally spent like 3 minutes there.
Yeah.
Actually, I lost like, honestly, to my PB, I only lost like 30 seconds, which is insane.
Really?
Yeah. I think I fell in my PB though or something.
Yeah.
I think I had to do leaves again.
You were like plus 2 minutes at a point, and then your best possible was still like 126, so it was like below your PB. Like, you clearly PB by a bunch more still.
Yeah, once I actually start playing this consistently again, like, I can get this hopefully pretty low.
Yeah, at least sub 120 maybe.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal.
Alright, so I think that's about it. When's our next match? Our next match is tomorrow, actually. It's me versus GoGo at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Sunder's gonna host that one. And
sick.
Yeah. You guys have anything else to say about your runs?
I'm in the call.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Hi Hag.
When's scheduling your race against Stiv, Hag?
Yeah, we'll schedule it.
We should make some food, honestly. We should.
I mean, like, I don't know. I'm not playing consistently. I just need to try to get back into it, and I'll get back in the game. I just suck right now, so it's whatever. It'll be okay.
Yeah. All right. So I think that's it. Let's see who's live. I think there's just Prophets. Are you staying live, Dingo, or no?
I'll probably take a break at least. So
okay.
Host someone else.
All right. See you guys later. I have to interrupt. Hag.
See you. GG, Stiv.
GG's.
God damn it! I fat fingered a button before I pressed enter, so it didn't host. All right, there we go. Now we're hosting. All right, we're off.
Awesome.